Welcome back to Maximus Reactus, where we go big, react bigger, and break down the moments that move the game. Ja Morant and the Minnesota Timberwolves. It sounds wild, but in the 2026-2027 season, it's not out of the question. The Grizzlies are dealing with more and more off-court drama from Ja, and insiders say tension between him and coach Tomas Islo has reached a breaking point. Minnesota, meanwhile, is one of the best defensive teams in the league, but still missing a true lead playmaker that could take them to the next level. Could a trade actually make sense? Let's break it down. Things in Memphis have been spiraling. Ja Morant has been suspended again, this time for comments criticizing the team after a Halloween loss to the Lakers. It's just the latest chapter in a messy timeline. Remember, in 2023, there was a laser pointing incident, then two separate videos that led to a 25-game suspension. He returned in the 2024 season only to suffer a season-ending shoulder injury after 9 games. And then the following season, he had already been fined again for in-game gestures and team conduct issues. Shams Charania reported there is real tension between Ja and Coach Islo, with the coach even calling Ja's leadership in front of the whole team. That's not the kind of headline you want from your supposed franchise player. Now, why would the Minnesota Timberwolves be the team to take this risk? Well, they're elite defensively, and they're already a top 4 team in the West. Anthony Edwards has leveled up into a superstar, averaging over 28 points per game, and Rudy Gobert is still anchoring one of the best defenses in basketball. But here's the issue. The Wolves don't have a true point guard in their starting lineup. Mike Conley is 38, and rookie Rob Dillingham is still adjusting to the NBA pace. Ja Morant could fill the hole instantly, bringing speed, rim pressure, and playmaking that Minnesota simply does not have. Now imagine a backcourt of Ja Morant and Anthony Edwards, two athletic freaks, both capable of going off for 40 points on any given night. On paper, that's terrifying for the rest of the league. The problem? The money. Ja's contract is huge. $39.4 million this season, $42 million the next season, and $44.9 million the year after that. Minnesota is just $10 million below the second apron, which means big trades extremely tricky under the new CBA. To make things work, Minnesota Timberwolves would have to send out contracts like Mike Conley, Naz Reid, or even Jaden McDaniels, all of whom are crucial to their system. Conley going back to Memphis would be a full circle story, but losing McDaniels or Reid would kill Minnesota's depth and defense. And remember, Memphis probably wants draft picks, not veterans. Their 2026 and 2028 first-round picks available to trade, which limits what they can offer. Let's be real, Ja Morant's value isn't what it used to be. Since 2022, he's missed over 120 games due to suspensions and injuries. This season, he's putting up 20.6 points, 6.7 assists, and shooting 40% from the field. A big dip from his All-NBA numbers just a few seasons ago. His explosiveness is still there, but his three-point shot and finishing numbers have declined. If you trade for him, you're betting on a full redemption arc that Ja can regain focus, stay healthy, and buy into the team's culture. And that's a huge risk for a team like Minnesota that's on the rise and have been to the Western Conference Finals. So, would the Timberwolves actually trade for Ja Morant? Right now it's unlikely, but not impossible. President Tim has been afraid of making big moves, and Ja Morant is exactly the kind of name that could push Minnesota into title contentions if it does work. But the baggage, the salary cap, and the chemistry risks make it a dangerous gamble. Still, one thing's for sure, if Ja Morant hits the trade block, every team with playoff dreams will at least pick up the phone, and Minnesota might just be one of them. Ja Morant in a Timberwolves jersey sounds crazy, but in this NBA, nothing's impossible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the Maximus Empire. Remember, go big, react bigger. I'm Max. Catch you in the next one.